You know, people go through a lot, but I feel like Kristi Noem just can't catch a break.
Privileged and honored today to have my family with me. I'd like to introduce them to you.
Disruptions of congressional business is a violation of law, is a criminal offense under federal law. Audience members are advised to take their seats and maintain order.
So I know I have a lot of friends that love to throw up in my face how this whole Trump administration thing ain't working out. And you know what? I'll be honest, I didn't think things would get so bad. And, I always try to defend myself because, I had some pretty stable reasons on why I thought Trump should be reelected. Now, a lot of people get on my case and they're like, "Oh, you're MAGA," and that was stupid for you to be MAGA. Trust me, I understand. And in some ways, I agree. I don't care if I come off as a rhino at this point. I was one of those people that thought that I should step it up. I should do something about people who are in this country illegally. So when Kristi Noem was appointed, I was like, I don't care. Just anybody, just anybody, just help us because we got people just pouring through the border. And I was stressed out about that. Well, it turns out she was actually worse than Kamala Harris.
Tonight, embattled Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem confronted over allegations she's having a sexual relationship with former Trump campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, who serves as an unconfirmed special governmental employee.
Have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee.
Noem offended by the question, but never directly answering it.
I really think you need to say the word no into the record so that you can clear that up.
One thing that the Republican Party is known for is always talking about Christian values and the family unit and the family structure. This don't sound like no family structure stuff to me. This is what I don't understand. How come every time these women in these high offices come into power, first thing they do is start spending taxpayer dollars on their boo things? Like, that's not fair. I shouldn't have to pay for your affair. I don't even have affairs. That's not fair.
Noem also forced to defend the department's $200 million ad campaign with the secretary as the star. The secretary also cornered on NBC News' reporting over her seeking approval for the purchase of a $70 million luxury jet with taxpayer funds.
$70 million for a jet. We are supposed to be the party of conservatism. The root word is conserve. If the goal is to deport people who are not supposed to be here, where does a $70 million jet fit in? I know where it fits. It fits in her hoo-ha. It's there so that she can enjoy her affair. She's getting it in the sky. I mean, there's no humility here. There's no kind of guilt or shame or Christianity. That priest was right.
Disruptions of congressional business.
But the more I dealt with this, the more I was thinking about it, the more I was like, it had to be something else there. Like, she's spending all this money. One thing I realize about women is a lot of times we spend a lot of money when we upset about something. And for the longest time, I'm like, why is she not just having an affair, but she's also doing it in the air? But then when you pay a little close attention and you look at her husband, that man, he didn't look like he was upset about anything. He looks like, well, snap, she got caught, but hopefully the real thing don't unravel. Unfortunately, it did.
Is he living a double life? A bombshell report claims former Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem's husband was keeping a big secret. It's so jaw-dropping, Noem herself is speaking out, saying she is devastated. Here's Allison Hall.
Former Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem is said to be stunned by a report that her husband may be leading a cross-dressing double life. In a statement, Noem's representative says she is devastated. The family was blindsided by this, and they ask for privacy and prayers at this time. The shocking story about Brian Noem was broken by the Daily Mail, which published photos that we have decided not to broadcast.
It's degrading, I know, but when the tit's that big, everybody gets in line.
So let me get this straight. This woman robs the American people in the name of deportations, which we so desperately need in this country. When we all find out that her husband loved Tiggo bitties, we supposed to pray for her? Like, what exactly, how is the prayer supposed to go? Like, I thought about it, it's hard to bow my head and close my eyes because that image is just glued in my mind. Like when this first broke, it was like I would go down my timeline and I would just, I would go from app to app and all I see is this man's tig old bitties. And I'm just sitting here looking like, okay, I get it. The Republican Party is not what we thought it was. Frankly, if anybody at this point is picking sides, there is no right, there is no left. There are freaks on both sides. And the only thing I can say as a Republican to try to defend this is everybody loves boobs. Everybody loves boobs. Everybody. My baby grew because, breast is best.